In John 10:10, it was Jesus who said, "The thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. And I came that you may have life and have it abundantly." I've heard it, I've claimed it, I've shared it. And see, we hear this verse and sometimes we just focus so much on the fact that Jesus came to give life in abundance. And that is absolutely true. But Jesus is also warning us that Satan comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. Well, steal what? Kill what? Destroy what? And I never truly grasped these words until the other day when the Lord made it very clear to me. I was reflecting on the regret that I felt about my dad, seeing him struggle with this diagnosis of cancer and wanting so badly to help him, and knowing I have zero control. And what's worse is the last 20 years and how my dad has tried to reconcile with me. How every time I've seen him, he smothers me with this love and he tries to hug and kiss me like I'm that 5-year-old kid that I once was. It's constantly hearing how I wish I would have been a different father. I could have done better, Salim, or I made so many mistakes. And my response? It's all good, Dad. Don't worry about it. But I put off this vibe that we were good when in reality, we never really were good. There was never reconciliation. There was never closure, peace. Deep down, I've been stiff-arming him and rejecting his love and avoiding him. And see, what's sad is as a follower of Jesus, I'm called to none of that. I'm called to the opposite. I'm called to love and forgive and forget and reconcile and serve and sacrifice. I mean, how else can I be the salt of the earth? I mean, how else can I show my dad Jesus? By showing him Salim? I mean, all I've done is allow my pride to tell me I deserve this moment. He reaps what he sows. I mean, he did this. He was the adult in the relationship. And you know what's even more sad? Is I've been robbed. And my dad has been robbed. Robbed of a relationship, robbed of friendship, of reconciliation. My sons, they've been robbed of their grandfather. My dad has been robbed of his grandsons, his daughter-in-law. And see, the bigger point is this. When Jesus said the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy, this is part of what he was talking about. This is what the devil does. He pins us against each other. He plants seeds of pride, seeds of anger, hatred, and what it produces is division. It produces dysfunction. It produces death. I mean, he ultimately steals your joy, steals your relationships, your peace, your love for one another. He ultimately stole those 20 years from me, years that I will never get back, years from my dad, from my family, and I allowed it, all because of my pride, all because I had something to prove while failing to look in the mirror and recall my own downfalls. You see how the enemy lies to you and destroys you from the inside out, and then we turn to God and we ask how? We ask him why, like it's his fault, when he's given us a solution. This was not how God designed it to be. Pride is our most deadly enemy. It is what makes Satan deadly to us. It is the single most effective way that he destroys us. And it is alive and it's active within us. And sadly, most of us aren't aware of it because Satan deceives us into thinking differently. But Jesus came to deliver us from the power of pride and restore all the joy it steals. Jesus came that we may have life and have it abundantly. He means I came that you might be saved and that you may come and find pasture, find protection and plenty, find solid safety and deep soul satisfaction. My friends, abundant life is not about having stuff. Abundant life is not about having possessions. It's about having peace. It's about having joy. It's about having God. It is a life that our brains can't even comprehend or imagine. I mean, this is what the Greek word for abundance translates. A life far above our expectations. Yet we reject Jesus and we fall for Satan's deceit. Guys, Jesus died for our sins so that we are forgiven and have access to God. And he was raised to be the great shepherd of the sheep. He is alive, leading us again and again to protection and abundant life. And this is why we have the power to let go of past hurts and all the things that cause division. I mean, how many of you have relationships that need repairing, but you fail to reconcile because of your pride, because of your anger, because you have been wronged? I mean, how many of you think you have forever to make things right with loved ones? I mean, if this is you, I'm here to bluntly tell you, you have to change this immediately. And I'm urging you from experience, don't wait. I've been ridden with guilt for allowing all of this time to pass and allowing my pride to prevent healing. And I've realized what Satan has done, and I'm so mad at myself for failing at this. But you don't have to. My friends, stop allowing the enemy to steal, to kill, and destroy your life. Stop allowing the enemy to rob you of what God has for you and turn to Jesus for abundant life.